Hey, let's get to it, man. Diddy put Fez on notorious New York stick-up kid, King Tut. Let's sit back and think about it. All of a sudden, right now, is they trying to say that Diddy been a foreman for quite some time. When did his career start as a CI, as a confidential informant? Did it start after that City College incident? Who knows? But I do know that Walter King Tut Johnson, a notorious stick-up kid, saying from Brooklyn, he was on Diddy behind. Like basically he was pushing up on him. Because once again, he's a stick-up kid. He got tired of being in the street. So what he wanted to do is he wanted to get into the music business. He watched and see some of his old associate like Jimmy Hinchman and all these other cat that was pushing up on these guys. So he felt, guess what? If they can do it, I can do it too. But once again, when he was pushing up on Puff, and basically right now he told Puff, he made him an offer you cannot refuse. He told Puff, listen, I can be very beneficial to you. Only thing you have to do is teach me the game. Teach me the music game. And any problem that you have, I'll be able to take care of that. So what did Puff do? Did Puff turn around? And everybody keep trying to tell him, listen, man, don't trust this guy. This guy Tut got a hell of a reputation. So what did Puff did? Did Puff wind up putting the Fez onto, Tut? Listen to the words coming up from Cavario, what he was telling our prophet. That basically right now was what happened is that Tut told him that the Fez came to him and told him, listen, man, if you give up Puff, you don't have to go to jail. You don't have to do life. But what Tut decided to do, he's from the street. Saying right now he don't believe in snitches get stitches. So what he did is he been in jail since what? 1996, when he could have gave up Puff, not knowing that Puff probably is the one that gave him up. So listen to what they got to say and I'll be back.
Most people, I don't know if they were just friends or whatever, but I mean, those are dudes, Were those guys, they were out, or no, when you met Jimmy, did you ever meet any of those guys, like Tut, or what's the other guy? Isaac,
I know Tut, but Tut was locked up. Tut was locked up when we first got introduced to each other. He was locked up. It might have been Jimmy that introduced us, actually.
Oh, so you met him on the phone?
Yeah, might have been Jimmy, but we used to talk a lot. Me and Tut.
What was he like? Was he a charismatic guy too, smart guy?
I mean, these guys are like, there's a level of aggression and energy about them that makes me comfortable with them. You know what I mean? And so, we connected on those levels, where it's like, I get you, you get me, we get why people don't get us, and that outcast outlaw shit, and we vibed. And he told me a lot of shit that I never did. Yeah, he told me a lot of shit. He told me one time we were talking, he said that and I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this, and it's kind of, it is relevant to what we're talking about. He said that the feds came to see him. He had, been jammed up behind the robberies and all that, whatever. So he caught a situation behind like several of them, So he was like, the feds came to him and told him if he would tell them that Puff paid him to have Tupac robbed and shot at Quad, they would let him out.
I believe it.
And when he said that, like, I was like, I mean, you are not going to do it, not because of anything other than like that ain't your cut, but did it cross your mind? Because you don't have any connection with him like that. And he was like, you know, like, of course you know him, but it's like, you know, it's not my friend. But you know what he thought? He said this to me. He said, hip hop is going to look out. You know what I mean? Like, hip hop is going to look out, you know.
Hip hop's gonna look out for him, like what? Just like
The culture fuck with him. They're going to look out, you know, Puff.
Okay, I'm going back in time. Agent wanted Diddy for Tupac death. The man widely believed to have killed Tupac Shakur has sensationally revealed federal agent tried to force him to incriminate rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs and name him as the murderer. The man widely believed to have killed Tupac Shakur has sensationally revealed federal agent tried to force him to incriminate rap mogul Sean Diddy Combs and name him as the murderer. Walter King Tut Johnson is serving time in a Virginia prison for success armed robbery after becoming the first New Yorker to be jailed for life under American three-strike provision. And he believed he would serve a harsher sentence then, most because he refused to work with agent who was keen to put Combs behind bars. Speaking from prison, Johnson told America King magazine, "I was told, if you don't play ball and you don't give us Puff Combs, you going down. I told him I am not testifying for anybody. I'm not testifying against anybody." Johnson revealed he and Combs' history began in 1995 when a robber was attempting to put his thug life behind him and work as a confidant to the rap mogul. He recalled, "I explained to Puffy, I can be beneficial to you. You don't have to give me anything. I have income coming in. I just need someone to educate me." Puff was like, "Yo, I heard some really bad things about you." But the rap boss agreed to advise Johnson and urge him to study self-help book, All You Need to Know About the Music Business. Tell him, "I need you to take this book and study it and learn the book by heart." So as you sit back and think about it, and these are tough words, that, you know what? Yeah, he went to Puff. And basically right now, he offered to render his service to Puff. Letting Puff know right now is, guess what? You in the music game, but you got these street guys, gangster, they're going to be coming at you. And right now, I, Walter King Tut Johnson, can be very beneficial to you. I can keep the wolves and the boogeymans and all these other guys out of your pocket, off your behind. But you're going to have to teach me the game. I guess similar to what Tyreek went to Ghost. Hey, teach me the game. So Tut went to Diddy and made him an offer he could not refuse. But once again, Diddy already know, based upon this man's reputation and these other guys that was around him, yo, Tut is not to be trusted. Tut is a snake. How you going to let this snake into your domain? So once again, yeah, Diddy probably had him in the corner for a while. But then after a while, once he understood and knew that he couldn't control this snake, he couldn't control this cobra, you know what he did? Guess what? Being he's already allegedly a CI, he turned around and flipped on Tut and put the feds on Tut, especially being that Tut already had a notorious background. But once again, what they wanted him to do, they wanted Tut to flip on Diddy, say anything that he has something to do with, you know what I'm saying, the Tupac murder, despite Tut didn't have nothing to do with it. But they wanted him to say it anyway. So once again, like I told you right now, look what Diddy did. Diddy don't play checker, he played chess. So what he did was he played chess on a career criminal, and he beat him at his own game. Listen, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Bryant Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change. One love.